A wave. A seemingly simple act with a wide range of meanings. It can express compassion to a loved one or signal acknowledgement to a stranger. It's a simple gesture that's often overlooked. But for Kelby Telander, a wave has a much deeper meaning.
At about the age of 3, I was at daycare with Dina Mona, who provided for me, and she was calling us in for lunch. I had no idea that she was saying my name, so I had my back to her. She kept calling my name. She thought I was ignoring her. She come to find out that I actually had no idea what she was saying. They ended up taking me into the children's hospital. We did a couple hearing tests, and I completely bombed everything.
I remember walking out of the sound booth and the lady telling me, "I'm sorry to tell you this, but I think we've discovered your son has severe to profound hearing loss." And I can't even tell you the feeling at that moment, you know, the tears instantly, and here I am with my little baby and not knowing what to do. So she said, "I'm gonna give you a minute." And so I went into the restroom and cried and called Neil on the phone.
Middle of work, Tina calls me, says our son is profoundly deaf and we need to, take action. It was our first child, so it was like the end of the world.
The help they were searching for was just around the corner at the University of Iowa Children's Hospital. It was there that Kelby underwent a specialized surgery to receive his cochlear implants, which gave him back his sense of hearing at the age of 3.
That day, we walked out onto Hawkins Drive right across from the football stadium, and he just swung his head around when he heard the bus go by. He could hear the leaves rustling. It was an amazing sight.
The Children's Hospital played a profound role in Kelby's life, providing a childhood moment that would have a lasting impact.
2009 is when the Kid Captain program started. This is a way to honor our patients and to really help share their story for our community and really highlighting what they've been through and to let them experience game day on the field.
I pretty much remember every part of Kid Captain Day. It was definitely an experience I'll never forget. I was definitely around some pretty big celebrities. Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore were there as well, and the whole thing was just crazy to think, that I was kind of the center of attention.
We had a big tailgate with a bunch of family and friends. He was on the newspaper, so we had newspapers and Kelby signs everywhere. He got to meet a lot of the old players that were there, and his big honor where he was up on the screen, he got to see himself.
If it weren't for the Children's Hospital, I definitely don't think I would have ended up coming here and playing football, but just because of all the connections I made over time, I definitely felt that this was home and this was family, and it definitely led me in taking those next big steps in my future.
12 years after Kelby stood on the field as a kid captain, he returned to Kinnick Stadium again as a walk-on for the University of Iowa football team, able to participate in one of college football's most heartwarming rituals, the Iowa Wave, a tradition that holds a different significance to Kelby.
The act of just waving, it sounds so simple, but it shows kindness. Our patients and families have said that they all of a sudden feel like there's so many people that care about them in that moment. There was a teenage patient that once told me that she felt like she just got a huge hug from so many people as they're waving. And to see a former patient doing something like what Kelby is doing is something that is very special to all of us.
I'm so proud to be part of such a great tradition. There's hundreds of schools here in the country, and to be part of the one that had such a big impact on you personally, as well as on thousands of other kids' lives, is really special. So it definitely has a close touch with me and the history I've had in the past.
A wave. A simple motion that can change the lives of all involved.